Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the Conspiracy Dinks podcast. I'm Lulu.
I'm Christa.
I'm Tori. I'm Belly/Jenna/ I don't know what you should call me.
/ pink icon with JK on it.
Yeah, JK. No, I'm joking.
Cool. So, this is a Dreamcast. I'm really excited. Obviously, this is kind of inspired by Jenna and Julian's Dreamcast. How many have they made? One? Two? One?
They
Okay.
made one. I wanted to make another.
Yeah, that was, like, my favorite podcast ever. I love hearing people's dreams because they're always so, like, insane. We were going to start off this podcast by talking about what we've been doing since the last podcast, I guess. We're reunited. It's been, like, 2 weeks, right? Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. But I forgot my notebook that has my dreams in it, so I'm going to go get it really quick.
Run and get it. What have you been up to, Tori?
I have mine on my phone, so I'm on my laptop.
Yeah.
Same here.
I have been stressing out about college applications, which is difficult to do when they aren't due until December or January, but I just like stressing out about it.
I have been doing my schoolwork, doing anatomy, buying leggings, and drinking Starbucks. What else is
That
new?
sounds like a good life. Today I went to Starbucks and I got a PSL, and I'm like, I'll have a PSL. And they're like, a what? And I'm like, a PSL. And she's like, a what? A PSL? And I'm like, oh, a pumpkin spice latte.
I've never had a PSL, and I don't really want them. I don't really like pumpkin flavored stuff.
No, they aren't. Honestly, they're not that good, but
It's
I
like
like
you have
them.
to have them.
Yeah, they don't taste like pumpkin.
No. Usually I get an iced latte with coconut milk and sugar-free vanilla syrup, which is what Jenna gets. But today I got a iced coconut milk mocha macchiato. Easy for me to say.
So
Those are really good.
I love mocha macchiatos, or I just get an iced mocha. Those are my favorite.
It's so good.
What have you been doing, Jenna? Or Belly?
Are we talking about Starbucks? Because I'll tell you my Starbucks order. I usually get a chai latte with almond milk because I'm boring, or I get like what's it called, like passion tea lemonades.
Oh,
so good. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna need you to text those to me so I can try them one day. Thanks. Okay. It was good. I've had like a very mediocre week, but it's just like, school, dance, work, homework, repeat. And then, like, get no sleep because you're watching someone stream until 3 a.m.
True. Watching someone stream.
Yeah, we actually don't know who, of course. No, it's really, like, wow. Like, okay. It's really, I'm not obvious at all who I like.
Okay.
This weekend is actually my free weekend because I don't work at the hospice this weekend. I do it next weekend because every other weekend.
Wait, explain to me what a hospice is.
It's an organization for home health, and so I volunteer under them, and so I actually work at a nursing home, but I work underneath the hospice organization. Okay. It's basically home health, home health nursing.
We almost stayed at a hospice in France. I don't really understand what it is, but...
You mean a hostel? Because a hostel is something different.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's what I mean.
A hostel is like it's like a cheap hotel, kind of.
Okay, then that's right. Not a hospice.
I was about to say, are you ill?
No.
Do you need home health?
I mean a hostel. Okay. It was rough.
That's funny.
Should we start telling dreams?
Sure.
Does anyone have a really good one they want to start off with?
I have a really scary one that wasn't technically a dream. It's more like a hallucination.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Mine all like don't really make sense.
Yeah,
so
that's a common theme with
weird.
dreams.
Mine are like dark too. Like, ooh.
I actually do have several like Halloween themed ones.
Most of these I wrote down like right after I woke up, so they're like nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Okay, Tori, you want to...
trip shirt? Okay,
I love that shirt. That one's my favorite.
Shirt on.
I should have worn mine. Do you want to start us off, Tori, with your hallucination?
When I was younger, I experienced sleep paralysis a lot, and I would typically have hallucinations. my worst one that I've had multiple times, is basically where I am trapped in this dungeon. Like, the only lighting is from these torches, and I am chained to this metal bed, like, my arms in the air, my legs down, like, chained to metals. It legitimately feels like I'm chained, and I can only hear this, like, really creepy sounding demonic man's voice. They basically tell me, like, I'm going to kill you, you're going to die, and just, like, these hallucinations, like, very vivid, very morbid, very terrifying.
That's terrifying.
I've had them multiple times throughout my childhood. And they were very scary. And my least creepy one was when I hallucinated this girl ghost. Like, I called a girl ghost. Like, this coming out of my bed and staring at me. Whenever I closed my eyes and opened back up, the person was still there. But it was hallucination and wasn't actually happening. Weird. And the scariest part of sleep paralysis is you're legitimately paralyzed. Like, you can't move, you can't scream. So you can try to scream, but no noise will come out of your mouth. You'll try to move, but you can literally not move. You're basically paralyzed, and it's terrifying. And luckily, it has slowed down a lot since I've grown up, but it still happens every now and then.
That's so scary. Terrifying. I've never experienced anything like that.
Yeah, that's horrible.
No, How old were you when you got that?
I want to say I was 8, 9 when it started.
That's, like, scary. That's, like, traumatizing.
Yeah. Oh, I would be so afraid. Oh.
Scary stuff. All right, somebody tell a funny one to lighten the mood.
I have one that's kind of funny, but it's also, like, if you get grossed out easily, it's kind of gross. Okay, so most of my dreams are, like, partially things that did actually happen in real life. My brain isn't very creative. So the part that actually happened in real life, about a year ago, I'd say, like, a couple weeks before Halloween, I bought a box of hair conditioner, like 6 bottles of hair conditioner in bulk. So, because I, like, use this hair conditioner, so I'm like, okay, I'll just buy it for, like, $10, and then I'll use this for, like, the next 6 months, right? So I bought those hair conditioners, and then in the dream, it started off with me, like, I was, like, using the hair conditioner, and, like, every week I would use this hair conditioner, and for some reason, each time I used it, it would, like, the color would change slightly, and every time I noticed that it was, like, more and more gray, and it would get, like, darker and darker in color, and then after a couple of weeks, like, maybe a month or two, I got to the bottom of the hair conditioner bottle, and this is all part of the dream. This dream, like, was over a span of, like, for a month or two for some reason. I got to the bottom of the bottle, and it was, like, it wasn't even white hair conditioner anymore. It was, like, dark gray, and it was, like, goopy, like, there was, like, strings and stuff, and I'm like, what the heck is happening? So I, like, cut open the bottle of hair conditioner, and I'm looking at it, and I'm, like, taking this hair conditioner out, I'm like, what the hell? I, like, bought this stuff. What is wrong with it? And I get to the bottom of the bottle, and I take this thing out, and it's, like, black, and it's covered in the goo, and I like, look up, and I rinse it off in the sink, and it's a skull. Like, a baby skull, or a rat skull, or something, that was in the bottle of my hair conditioner bottle. Like, if this had happened in real life, I would have been traumatized and sued the heck out of the company. So I'm like, what the hell? So I take the rest of the other 5 bottles out of the box, and I go through them, and they have the same thing on, like, this little rat skull, like, covered in goop. And I'm like, what is happening? So somehow I, like, went online, went on their website, and I figured out that the reason I had got this hair conditioner for so cheap was because it was from a Halloween sale. And it was, like, on clearance because no one wanted to buy this. And my dumbass didn't read the thing that said comes with a rat skull or whatever. But that was, like, the solution my brain came up with. So I still have this hair conditioner, but I'm, like, still low-key expecting to find a rat skull at the bottom of the bottle. It was such a weird dream from that. I woke up, like, literally my fuck. I'm like, what the hell?
That's so weird.
It was.
That's gross.
Okay, who's
There's
next?
not rats in shampoo though, or conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to hear
about me?
Krista, do you want to tell one?
Oh no, go Belly.
Oh,
okay, sorry. Do you guys want to hear my dream that has to do with Julian war reenactments and the KKK?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read what I wrote in notes. It might be a little like broken and weird, but I'm just gonna say it, and I'll try to like paraphrase it if it really doesn't make any sense. But
and fill in with your own commentary too.
It's good.
Okay. So me and Julian were at a reenactment battle of the Plains of Abraham. I'm not sure if you know what that is, but whatever. Except it was the KKK who was reenacting it. So me and Julian tried to leave, but before we left, I like scratched into like the wooden benches. Okay, I'm not sure if I should say this, but it's 2017 comments about the KKK.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh my god. Choke me with your white robes, and okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this. Choke me with your white hose and shove your pointy hat up my butthole. Whoa.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We shouldn't have expected anything different, to be honest.
True. Okay, true.
Okay. And then me and Julian left, but it was really cold, so we went into like a white party tent, and there's like 2 party tents, I guess, and one was like used as a lobby, but we were still super cold, so we turn around and there are actors / the KKK tent, so we go in there, and there's like a lot of hot stoves, like a dozen or more of them, and we go through, but then a guy, this was a night that I was watching a stream, and then like a guy runs out of the tent, like in the game Hello Neighbor. I'm not sure if you watched that one, but it's just like a very like thing.
Yeah.
So then left, and we met up with Jenna and then my brothers, and then we tried to leave, but we were threatened by some guy that we have to leave in a very specific way. Like there's like some pattern to it, so we had to grab ropes and hold up to them and leaning back and like walk uphill. Okay, so then Jenna was at the front, then Julian, then me, then my 2 brothers. So then we grabbed the rope and pulled it up a little, and we all magically moved up the snowy hill. But it was also very tiring, and the guy told us that we had to go up for 1 hour, then down for 1 hour, and we were confused, and we were done going up for 1 hour. This is so weird. I'm sorry.
So funny.
That's good.
Oh, this gets weird. And then when we came across, like, I'm just gonna call him, like, Guy, or I'm just gonna call him A, because it's like one that I know, and I don't know if I should say their name.
Oh.
And,
Yes.
and except it's like him in 4th grade. So then he gives us 4 water bottles, 1 empty bottle of beer, and 1 broken bottle of beer. And Jenna puts all of them in her like pouch for marbles. Like that's where she puts like the water bottles, and, like the broken beer bottles. And then we keep going up. And then all of a sudden, everyone is at an amusement park.
Is that the end?
And then...
Oh no, it's still going?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's about it. And then someone goes on a ride and does a leg hold. Like, brings their leg on their head. And that's about it.
Wow.
So, you're welcome.
That was an adventure.
That was quite the journey.
That was magical.
Okay, I have one that also involves YouTubers.
Okay, go for it.
It's pretty short.
I feel like we all have some sort of YouTube influences in our dreams. I definitely do.
I know, me too.
I do sometimes, not often.
Okay, here's mine. It's pretty short. I'm just gonna read it. I think it mostly makes sense. I was in a beginner's ice skating class, and there was a show, and my whole family came. There was another girl with me in my group, and then Elijah, Daniel, and Tom Harlock were in my class too. And they were doing my routine with me. It was patriotic themed, and the girls were dressed in red, white, and blue, and the boys were dressed like soldiers. And our dance was really lame, but my parents were really proud.
I feel like I may have watched the vlog that was inspired by. You know that vlog where they, like, go and take a dance class with, like, Trevor Moran and stuff?
Oh, yeah, but this was like a long time ago. So this was before that.
That's kind of funny. Usually when there's something YouTube related in my dream, it's because I like fall asleep watching that video, and then the video just continues into my dream.
No, this was a long time ago, but I must have been watching Elijah and Tom.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny.
Okay, who's next?
What have you? Wait,
Sorry?
have you gone?
I went.
I forgot Lulu went. Okay, so
I did the one with hair conditioner.
Oh gosh, like me. Okay, so should I tell the one that's old about Jenna and Julian, or should I tell the one that's recent that I have written down?
Recent.
Okay. Okay. This happened the other day, so on the 21st is when I labeled it. Okay, so I put, this made not sound any sense because I wrote it like right after I woke up. Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at school and we get someone in my anatomy class. The person turns out to be my ex-best friend who I haven't seen since junior high school, middle school. We start talking and things go as if no time has passed and she wasn't rude for once. We start talking about school and various. We start walking around school and various skulls are hidden around the school, just in various random locations, like in a sewer vent and other things, just scaring me because they pop out at me. Probably had that part because it was after I took a skull quiz about how to name the parts of the skull. While walking around, I'm also walking. Wow, that makes sense. While walking around, I'm walking in a snooty, I'm better than you and you know it way. Also, while we were talking, I'm showing out various things and just being flat out rude to her. After walking around for a while, I grab my keys and just casually walk into my car to leave the school, and then I just I woke up after that part. I don't know how to after that. So I was just being very rude to her. Yeah, I was walking out of school being very rude to this girl.
Nice.
I'm nice in person, but apparently I just don't like this person.
Sometimes you need to be mean in life.
Yeah. Or in your dreams.
Some people deserve it.
Oh, this girl definitely did.
Okay, I have a really short one I can tell. It's also related to my hair. I'm very obsessed with my hair and having long hair, apparently, from this dream. So, for the way I remember it, it wasn't really me. I was, like, watching myself do this. So, I was, like, there twice. I don't know. Basically, it was, like, I was standing somewhere in my house and I was talking to this person and they're like, wow, your hair is really long. I'm like, yeah, I know. And they're like, no, really, your hair is really long. And I like turn around, look at my hair, and it's like way longer than usual. It's like down to my waist or like down past my waist. And they're like, what's this? And they grab like something in the middle of my hair. I hope this makes sense. And I like pick it up and I look at it and it was a head. And I had, like, grown on the bottom of where my hair usually ends. I grew another head, and that head continued growing hair. So, like, it was hidden in back of my hair, like, up against my back. There was a second head that had continued growing hair. And I was, like, the person that was me in the dream just looked at it like they had already knew. And was like, oh, yeah, I don't know what that is. And I put it on top of my head and wrapped the hair around it. I'm like, well, I guess it makes a good pun.
Heavens, oh my god.
It was so weird. I don't know what could have inspired that, but it was really weird.
You seem to have a lot of issues with heads and skulls.
Yes.
Maybe look into that.
Maybe.
Okay, who has another one? I can go. I have one that's kind of longer.
Okay.
It's really weird. Do you guys ever have a dream where you're like another person, but you're another person?
Yeah.
So
I can like see myself. I'm also me. If that makes sense.
No, like you're a different person. Like in this one, I'm a boy.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
For me, it's usually
I had that.
I'm me part of the time, and then I start to switch into another person, and it makes sense in the dream, but when I wake up, it doesn't make sense at all.
So, like, it made sense to me that I was this person, but it's a dude. Really weird. Anyway, okay, this is what I wrote down. I was a boy. My little sister and my little, not my real life little sister, but my like dream little sister.
Mm-hmm.
We were moving to Mexico or going to Mexico. Me and my sister didn't get along and would fight all the time. So we were at the border and I can't read what I said. We were fighting. I did something that made the border agent mad, and he detained us away from everybody else. My mom told me I should go apologize, so I went over to try to talk to the border agent, and he was really, really rude. And I can't, this doesn't make any sense. I think I wrote this, like, literally when I woke up. He said a lot of rude things, so I just made him madder. Then another guard came to our car, and we were behaving. Then my sister jumped on me and started biting me, and I tackled her, and then I woke up. Like, what is that?
I think border situations are very, very stressful, so I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, but I've never been to Mexico. Like, that's not what's happened in my real life.
Oh my
goodness. Really, plus, I was a boy, and like it was like a different family, but it was me. It was really weird.
That's weird.
Anyways,
were you a boy in your past life?
Maybe
okay,
it was my past
I'm legit so into past lives, and I really want that to be another podcast.
We should.
Just like talking about past lives.
Yeah, and like
what,
personality quizzes.
Or Jenna Julian podcast.
Jenna Julian, ours, doesn't matter. I want it.
That would be a fun podcast. We can talk about
I'm
that.
so obsessed with just like past lives. Like they're so interesting to me. Like I've talked about it in the group chat before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was this little kid. He was in the news, but he thought that he was a World War II pilot in a past life.
Yeah, wasn't his name James?
I think I've heard that.
Oh yeah.
Like
and
a
he
little kid?
and the guy, the World War II pilot guy's name was James too.
Yeah.
He knew all the details of battle.
And then he also meet the World War II pilot's sister before he died.
And he knew all of his friends.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
That's so weird.
And he know also details that not everybody would know, like not common knowledge.
And they went to Japan where the pilot's plane went down, and he knew exactly where everything was. It's really weird.
That's so weird.
I love how I know exactly what you're talking about.
I generally don't believe stories like that, but I want to. I want that to be real, you know?
I believe it because how could a little kid make all of that up?
Yeah, all that detail. I just don't see how a little kid can make a lot of stuff up.
Was the kid 5 or 14?
He was 5. He was young. Little, 5.
That's
4.
Crazy.
That's. I heard there was a movie made about some guy who had a past life who was a little boy. It might have been that, but I don't know. It was about his house in Germany or whatever, and he knew everything about it, kind of what you guys described.
And I also heard of Barbara something. No. Barbaro. I don't know. It's not going to be, and she claimed to be the reincarnation of Anne Frank. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
that's weird.
And I don't know. There's another one. Another past life story. Okay, I should say this for a podcast.
No, it's okay.
You sure?
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Okay. There's this other story I heard where this a little kid claimed to have been murdered in his past life, and he said he shot and went through in his past life, and he had birthmarks exactly where the bullet shot and came through on the actual person who died.
That is
crazy.
On
the actual person he claimed to be.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Are you okay, Lulu?
Yeah, I don't. That's so crazy. Most of me really, really wants to believe that's real, but the other half of me knows how creative and deceptive humans can be with editing and framing, and
I kind of doubt the Anne Frank thing because that seems a grab for fame.
Yeah, I doubt the Anne Frank one, But it's hard to doubt the one with the birthmarks, because that's just too crazy to me.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I've heard other theories about, like, if you're stabbed in, like, the chest or whatever, then, like, you'll have, like, a birthmark on your chest and, like, your next life.
I know
Sorry
someone
about stabbed on my wrist.
Oh no.
I know someone with a poodle birthmark. Does that mean they were a poodle? It looks like a poodle. I don't know.
Fun fact, when I was a little kid, I genuinely believed that I was a waffle in my past life. He was like, yes, I was a waffle in my past life.
What in the world?
That is amazing. Just so you know, we have, like, about 5 minutes left, so does anyone want to go?
Let me look if I have, like, a short.
I have, like, a super short one.
Let's hear
Okay. Oh, yeah, go, Belly, because I don't think you did another one.
Okay, so I'll just tell you two, because I have two, like, really tiny ones. So one was, like, have you guys seen, like, Britney Spears' work video? Where there's, like, the water and, like, the shark?
I think so.
I've seen screen grabs at least.
Okay, well, basically there was, like, this island, and, like, there's, like, a section of it that was, like, Britney Spears' music video with, like, the sharks and stuff, except the entire island was, like, covered in dead babies. And, like, I'm sorry. And instead of, like, sharks in the water, there was, like, floating children. I don't know. It was really dark, and, like, I'm sorry.
That is interesting.
That is an interesting setting for a dream, yeah.
And then in my notes, I literally don't even know. It just says John Bellion and John Cena. They might have been UFC fighting, but IDK.
That's so funny.
I have one about Dan and Phil.
Wait, Jenna, do your second one, Belly.
Okay, here's it's really short.
Okay.
I was with Dan and Phil in a hotel room. We were watching a movie, and I was smoking lots of cigarettes, like chain smoking. And it stunk really, really bad, so I opened the windows, and there were girls in the courtyard doing naked gymnastics. And when they saw Dan and Phil, they freaked out, so we had to close the windows. And that's it.
Oh my god.
That did not go where I was expecting.
Whoa.
Yeah, that is something. It's interesting.
Okay.
Anyway.
Tori, do you have another? Or no. I don't know. Does anyone have another one?
I have one that's kind of weird. It's medium shortish.
Mm-hmm.
It's like medium, but also kind of short.
Go for it.
Okay. So, I had this dream that I was going to my grandparents' house. I was all alone, just me. And I arrived. And for whatever reason, my grandparents had a bunch of cats and dogs. Just like a lot of cats and a lot of dogs. And once I got there, I opened the door. A chocolate lab jumps in and a cat jumps in to my car. and then I decided for whatever reason to ditch my grandparents and go to the beach.
Nice.
And so I just started driving to the beach. And on the way there, I seen, like going around from my grandparents' house,
Mm-hmm.
I get ran off the road. I just get ran off the road. And the craziest part is that the car matched my best friend's car, like it was a green Honda.
Weird.
It was matched the car exactly. And so she ran me off the road. A little later in the dream, I am randomly finally in Florida, and I'm walking to the beach. My animals are nowhere to be found, so I presume they're dead.
That's quite the jump.
While I am walking, some strange man walks up to me and asks me if I need any help. I took the help just from this strange old man. And then after I just wake up, I still don't know if my animals died or if I died. And this is only like a little purgatory thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Weird.
That's crazy.
But,
okay.
But all I know is the animals are gone.
Okay.
Sad. Where did they go?
That took a dark turn, but I think that's pretty much all we have time for. Should I close it out? Yeah. Thank you everyone for listening to the Dinks podcast. I had a lot of fun hearing your guys' stories. It was really great.
It was quite interesting.
Well, see you next week on Sunday, 10 a.m. Bye.